Hey guys, I'm just throwing a quick video together to show you a team that you can use if you don't have a Skadi, and it works pretty well against this Titan. Or at least I haven't tried it yet, but I mean, it's basically using the exact same method that I've been using to solo the Titan this entire time. So I'll show you how to do that real fast. I'm just going to go ahead. I just put it under party 2 for now. So I know it seems counterintuitive because it's a lot of light, and he's gonna absorb light on the second half. But it's really gonna be okay because, like I said, it'll be peanuts compared to how much damage that Skadi is going to do. The name of the game on this is to juggle the Titan. The main killer that this Titan does is when he amps up his attack. So and it lasts for 10 turns. Well, as soon as he does it, he's got 4 turns until he'll attack. But you can immediately, as soon as every single time he attacks, you're going to use Pulse Cannon. That will stun him for 3 turns, effectively making it 7 turns till he can attack. At the same time, you're going to be, after the stun has worn off, then you're going to use Skadi's Frozen Arrow, and that's going to freeze him for 3 turns. So that's a total of 10 turns. So his amped up attack will never hit you as long as you time this right. And it's really not difficult to time it. You'll see how this works. It's super straightforward. And since we're going to be bringing a Skadi with us, that's still 3 colors. So even if you get unlucky, you've got plenty of things to give yourself energy. Both Tusk and Neth are going to be giving 2 energy really often, and they're going to be working off of each other. And the way that this works, if you don't have a Jariz, this is going to make it to where you've got Aldrich's shield and then you've got Torsten's shield that you can alternate between. I don't know how this is going to work against Titan number 72. I feel like it's still going to be not that hard. This is my potion setup. I bring the straw potions, the antidote. I have been using these just as a backup, but since I don't know how this fight's going to go down, I'll go ahead and use the plentiful healings. So I guess I'll just go ahead and use probably Skis or maybe Mad's Skadi. Let's see. Let's see. I'll probably use Skis for now. Mad, I thought you said that you increased her accuracy. You must have changed it back or something. Both of them have a relatively decent leech. I've got mind leech up to 31, I think, with Skadi right now. And that's important, but for lower level Titans, or not lower, but mid 40s, you're not going to need it very much. And I recognize that your Torsten and your Aldrich aren't as high level as mine. They don't have the runes that mine have right now. But even still, if you use this method, you should be just fine. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to shut up, and I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to use Skadi's because I'm going to use Skis. I mean, his has better accuracy for now. Yeah, that's a total of 39. That should be fine. She should hit relatively often. All right, let's see how this works. Now, as soon as you enter the fight with the Titan, you want to look and see how many turns the Titan has till his next attack. So if it's 1 or 2, we're going to have to use a potion. If it's 3, I don't actually have to. Let's see. Because in 2 turns, Neth is going to charge, and then I can proc him off, which will proc Tuska. I'll just show you. You'll see. Assuming I don't just get all fire. Huh, I did, but it ended up being a 21, so that's nice. It looks like Skadi's hitting pretty often. So it doesn't actually silence him, which is kind of good and kind of bad, and you'll see why here in a minute. But at least they get the 2 energy, and that's the thing that makes it so important. Until we get into the second half, we might as well use Torsten's punch. Again, it really doesn't do that much, especially since he's got that barrier right now. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and use Pulse Cannon. So it's going to stun him for 3 turns. Do not activate Frozen Arrow unless he has none of these. Any status effect at all will cause him to not be frozen. And you really want that. Freezing him is what makes everything work. So that's why it's kind of a good thing that he's immune to silence, because Neth silences him for 5 turns. That's one less thing that you have to worry about. On the flip side, though, he can multi-attack, and he can, if we could silence him, then he wouldn't multi-attack and he wouldn't burn. But it's really not that big of a deal. So as you can see, he started on turn 3. He still has 4 more turns until he's actually going to attack, and all of our skills are charged. So what I can do right now is I know that Aldrich, his shield lasts for 5 turns, and right now the Titan's going to hit me in 4 turns. But not really, because as soon as the stun goes away, that's when I'm going to freeze him. So really, he's got 7 turns till he hits me, so I don't want to use Aldrich for 2 more turns. So I'll just play this out. I'm getting lucky with the 21s. So now that he has no status effects, attack buffs are fine. Like, you can freeze him even if he's buffed his attack. It's just status effects. So I'll freeze him. And I think even if she misses, I still think it freezes him, so it's not that big of a deal. While he's frozen, that's what caused her attack to do so much damage. So it did 600,000, almost 700,000. And if he had a status effect and she did that, she would have only done 200,000 or something like that. So now everybody's going to do triple damage while he's frozen. I guess I could have saved Torsten's punch for when it was frozen. Bear in mind, though, you don't want to use Torsten once we reach the halfway point. So now he has 4 turns till he attacks me, 3 for frozen and 1 because of, down here. So I could have used Divinus Mirror's last turn. Doesn't really matter. So that's protecting me from 49,000 damage. And it's nice because while he's frozen, Skadi's going to get a few decent hits in as well. And remember, the Titan that you're going to be fighting is nowhere near as difficult as the one that I'm fighting right now. So don't be afraid about some of these big hits that you're about to see. Well, even that, he didn't even... But no, when he punches, when he hits me, it would have gotten through that shield. I basically use Neth every time he's charged. I don't really time it out very much. I've worked out the odds, and it's basically always the right move to just go ahead and use Neth. I'm going to save Torsten's Lightning until the next cycle. Here's another thing you need to remember. You cannot give him the same status effect twice in one cycle. What I mean is, I can stun him now, but you'll notice here in a little bit that I will be able to stun him twice before he gets to attack again. He will resist the second time. You basically think of it this way: you can only stun and freeze him once per every time that he attacks you. So it's like, once you stun him once, he's immune to stun until he gets his own attack. So definitely keep that in mind. So we're going to let this go through a little bit. And as you can see, we're gaining tempo against him already. I'll go ahead and freeze him. And then this will do triple the damage it would have done before. My Torsten does almost as much as Skadi does. And as you can see with this, I really don't even I don't even need the double shields. It's really the second set of shields is just in case you get caught, you know. It's basically to remove burn if you need to, or if you get caught somehow and you need that extra shield. And, you know, don't worry that you keep missing with everyone else, because really all we care about is Skadi's damage right now. So each cycle we gained 1 turn on him. You know, we stunned him at turn 1. Then last time we stunned him at turn 2. Now we're stunning him at turn 3. So we're gaining tempo on him with this build. And we're getting really lucky with these 21s. And again, I don't want to freeze until that stun is gone. I never if I get a 12 or higher, I always attack. I never risk. I never want to bust. Obviously, unless they're all fire and I'm not activating on anybody. So here's an example where I'm going to freeze, then Torsten, then use Neth. That's the last time I'm going to use Torsten. And now I'll use Neth to go ahead and charge everybody. And as you can see, Aldrich's already charged again. And he's got 2 turns plus 3, so 5 turns. That's why it's okay for me to use Aldrich right now. See, I just got unlucky. Now I lost that 1 turn of tempo. But again, we gain 1 every cycle, so it's okay. You got that leeway with this build. And you've always got that second shield on top of that. Triple hitting is the only thing that's going to be a tad scary with him, but as you can see, that's still not going to be enough to drop me. And again, this is Titan number 72. You're going to be fighting Titan number 40 or in the mid-40s. You definitely will be fine with this. So I'm going to go ahead and stun him. I should have used him last turn. Ooh, I almost used, without thinking, I almost used Lightning Fist. That would have healed him. I'm glad to activate Skadi while he's frozen, because that's really going to maximize that damage. See here it says 17,000 that she's going to do. It's going to be also times 3 against him, and then it's going to subtract away his defense. I'm going to do another video that explains the difference between, you know, the enemies that you fight, their defense versus your own defense. It works completely different. And I'll do another video explaining that. So now that he's got 5 turns to go, I'll activate Aldrich. As you can see, I mean, even with this build, even without Jariz, I'm juggling him. I'll do another video that shows you how I solo this as well. It's a tad more dangerous. See, that was a big hit. I think he critted. I wasn't really paying attention. But I can go ahead and use Divine Shield. That's not quite as powerful as Aldrich's Shield, so I might use Aldrich's Shield to copy over it here in a second. As you can see, we've gained that turn back on the tempo. Let's see. Now, Skadi has a decent leech. I think he has like, maybe it was just 15%, but still, could leech. Nope. I can't believe I just did that. I'm going to use potions on her because I just messed that up. I wasn't even thinking. I missed that by a turn. Let's see. Yeah. Just forget that I just made that mistake. I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I should have done her ice attack after the stun was over, but me and my big mouth, I was too busy talking. Well, anyways, so there's the end of the fight. I probably didn't need to do that, but I didn't want to have this video end with a fail. Just because I was arrogantly talking while I did it. Anyways, I hope this video helps. If you guys have any questions at all before you do this, definitely message me on Discord. That's the only way that my phone's going to ding that I have a message. And I've got some things that I'm going to try to do tonight. But if you message me on Discord, I'll be checking it all night and all day tomorrow. I have the whole day off tomorrow as well, and Monday actually. So now that peak season is over, now I can finally start interacting a little more and actually playing a little bit more often. Up until now, I've basically just been killing Titans, and even then, I can't maximize how many Titans I kill. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that. The guild's going really well. I'm going to make another video real quick just showing how I solo this Titan. That way, if some of the upper level people in our guild, if they want to try to build a team like that, again, it only kind of works for this Titan, but, you know, it kind of gives you an idea of the direction that I went. All right, you guys have a great day.